Hello, this is Billy. Today I am trying to do something about the clear coat on my vehicle. You'll notice that the clear coat is just it's just not looking so good. I mean, it's got spots all over the vehicle, and I mean the top of it, just the entire top of it. There are some parts of the car that still seem to be holding up fine. But anyway, so my first step of trying to get going would be, I'm actually using an old credit card and using that to chip away the loose stuff. So that's going to be my step one. And I think step two would be giving the car a good wash. So I'm gonna do that for a bit and get right back with you. Okay, so I have used the credit card to scrape away the flaky stuff that was flaking away. And then I took a sponge with soap and water, washed it real good, rinsed it real good, dried it real good. Now I'm putting tape around the areas that I'm planning on putting the clear coat on. And you'll notice some of my taping off is trying to just stay with the curvature that it exists on the car. Mainly because I'm not planning on trying to do the whole thing. I'm just trying to hit the areas that are needed. So, in any event, that's where we're at now. Okay, so I've moved it into the garage after washing it and drying it and getting it taped off so that the areas that I'm trying to hit with the clear coat would be the only thing that I get the spray on. So, well, here we go. Okay, so I just got through spraying it, and I'm gonna give it a quick once over, make sure it looks like I didn't miss any spots, and then it's just time for it to dry. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes at the tops, and I'm starting to go ahead and peel off the tape and paper. I'm just being really careful. Oh, and by the way, I put one coat on and waited about 10 minutes and then put a second coat on. And unfortunately, the second coat, it's so hard to tell how much you're putting because it's shiny after the first coat. And I do have some small runs in it. But in any event, so I'm gonna finish peeling off the tape and the paper. All right then. Okay, so I just got the tape peeled off, and this is what it's looking like. As I mentioned, I do have a couple little runs in it. It's just so hard to see how much you're putting on it after the first coat, because after the first coat, the whole thing just looks wet. In any event, so I'm pretty pleased with the way it looks. Right here on the trunk, you can see this would basically be before, and this here would be after. I've still got some more to do to the vehicle. I'm just doing a little bit at a time. So I've got the trunk and spoiler that I'm gonna do. I've got the top of the roof that I've got to do. And strangely enough, I think the passenger side of the vehicle is in much better shape. And the hood is actually in decent shape. Now the overspray that made it onto the rest of the vehicle, you can see it's like a thin layer of kind of a powdery substance, if you will, that's beyond where I had the paper and the tape. And I fully expect that when I wash the vehicle, and I fully expect that to just basically wash and scrub off. Of course, I'm doing the top, and in the long run, I'm doing the top as well. So, but like on my hood, where you've got that, you can see that line in the hood there. That's where the paper and the tape ended. So there's like a fine layer of dust from the overspray on a lot of the vehicle, but again, it was far enough away that I do believe that it's, Lord willing, with any luck, it's gonna just wash and scrub off. So in the morning, after I know it's dried good, I might wait a day or two, but when I know it's dried good, I'm gonna give the car a good scrub, and I'll have to update this video to let you guys know if that overspray did wash off like I expect it to. And you can see it on my windshield there. So like for example, you can see, I don't think it's like stuck to the vehicle. I think it's just a thin powder that when it's this far away, I mean, that's probably a good 16 inches away from the actual wet where I painted or put the clear coat. So yeah, I fully expect it to just wash and scrub off. In any event, I'm pretty pleased with the way it's currently looking, and yeah, unfortunately, right there's a run, and right there's a run. Yeah, it's just hard to tell how much you're putting after that first coat, because the whole thing looks wet. In any event, looks like it's going in the right direction. And so I just got through bringing it out of the garage and washing it over real good, hoping that the overspray would wash away, and thankfully it did. Now I haven't completely done everything yet. I still need to do the trunk and spoiler, and I still need to do the roof of the car. But everything that you saw that I did, which would be this front fender, up in between these two windows that comes all the way around to the back. Basically all of this quarter panel here. Now I did tape it off right there at that line. So it was taped off right at that line all the way down like that. So that top half right at that line, that's the new clear coat. And from there down is the original clear coat. If you look really closely, you can see a faint line where I went from here down to here. It's very faint, not noticeable. It's with the natural lines on the car, so it blends real well. I have to say, at this point, I'm very pleased. So as soon as I get a chance, I will continue and finish the roof and finish the and then now on the passenger side of the car, it's just got this this piece here. So from here up and over around down to there. This side of the car is in much better shape, so that's all I plan on doing on this side, is just this from here up and over all the way to this entire, that little section there. So yeah, I think I'm very pleased. So well, good luck everybody.